Hi everyone, and this is my latest build. It's kind of rather small and not extremely significant, but I thought it turned out pretty well. I have a lot of colored bricks at this time, and right now with the buildings and stuff, it's always the white, the grays, the blacks that I end up using. And I thought, I've got all these colored bricks, and I bought a lot of lime green bricks just because lime green is just one of my very favorite colors. And I was thinking about a way that I could use some of those bricks that I haven't really touched very much um, since I've started. And I came up with this idea of um, doing my name in bricks. And so I kind of started out I really wasn't sure exactly how it would work. I may make a few modifications to it. There's a couple of little things I'd like to fix. I'd like to work on the A. I think the A could be better, and the top bit of the M I think could be streamlined a little bit more. I think I could use a 2x3 instead of a 2x4 on the top of the M columns to make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing, for lack of a better word. But it did come out pretty well, and I'm probably going to leave this intact for a little bit, especially since I don't use the colored bricks as often as I do some of the other bricks in my collection. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show it to you. If I go to make modifications, I will show the completed project again with whatever I changed. I still think the A and the M could be worked on a little bit. The J could probably use a cap piece also, a 2x4. On the top of it to make it look more like the other letters. So I may do a little bit of tinkering with it yet. But if I do, I'll come back and show you what I did. There again, just kind of a small project. Not much to it, but was fun to make. The idea wasn't original either. I did see a couple of other people on a couple other channels doing this. And so I don't remember the names, but if I did, I'd give you a shout out, because this definitely was something I saw other people doing, and decided I would just try to copy it for myself. So, short little video and not much to it, but I hope this will maybe give you guys some ideas for things you can do. I'm looking forward to kind of getting the feel for small projects you can do, because obviously, you guys will see my other videos, the space that I have is not very big at the moment. I'll just kind of show you that really quick. This is the one table I have that's kind of dedicated to building, and it's very temporary. It rolls, and it's not very sturdy. But for the time being, it'll work. I'll think of something better later. I've also got a couple of pieces that I'm probably going to put into a haul video for later. I'm expecting a couple more things in the mail, and I can't decide to open them now or open them later. So, as soon as I can get that figured out, I'm really kind of wanting to wait, because I've got maybe 2 more items coming, and I could do them all 4 at once. But you know how it is with packages sitting there. It's just kind of hard not to open them. So I'll decide what I'm going to do with that. And here's the other desk space that I have, which there's a few sets there and other things too. But this is the table I use for writing, drawing, reading, everything else. So, when I say I'm kind of confined by the space, you can kind of see why at this point in time. I don't really know that I've got a whole corner or a whole, let alone a whole room in the house I can set aside as the Lego space. So this may have to be it for a while, and then I just may have to decide on what alternatives I'm going to do for storage. That's another big thing that I'm kind of perusing other people's videos right now, is to determine how I want to store my collection as it grows a little more. Right now I've been using this big Sterilite tub, that I got on sale at Walmart. It was like all of $6, $7, and Ziploc bags, and the smaller plastic bins and things you can get at the Dollar Tree. However, I'm trying to decide if one of the 3-drawer caddies, I've got my looming collection, which is another thing I do, in the green caddy that is behind the Lego bin, and I'm trying to decide if something like that would work better. However, right now I only have room for the one rolling caddy, so if the Legos go into the rolling caddy, then the looming stuff is going to get demoted, I guess, and it will have to go into the bin. It's just right now I really don't have a lot of storage options for that sort of thing, so I'm trying to decide what I think would work best and what would maximize the amount of space that I have. So if you guys that have done Lego before and kind of have that as a consideration, you can kind of let me know what you're doing and what works for you, and that way hopefully I can figure out what's going to work for me too, because I'm thinking not only in keeping things organized but also protecting the bricks as well, especially since I'm tending right now to reuse my bricks. I really don't want to see them get damaged or to have problems, you know, with that kind of thing. So if you've got storage suggestions for me, that would be also very much welcomed. But that kind of gives you an idea as to what I'm working with. Another thing I'll also point out is that I'm filming with my iPad right now. I do have a dedicated video camera, but it is very old, and it eats batteries, and it eats memory cards after you delete stuff off of it, you know, every so often. And so I may end up using it some, but I really don't like it. It actually may work better for Lego stuff than it does for some of the other stuff I try to film. But I've been so far just using the iPad, and it got its limitations, but so far it's been working. The biggest thing is I would like to actually be able to set the camera up and do hauls where I can actually open the stuff in front of you, or do builds from start to finish where I can film it all and then fast forward it to show you the how the project gets completed. I've seen those before and they look really fascinating to me, but I really don't have a video camera or a tripod right now that I could use for that. I do have a really nice camera that I use for still photographs that has a video feature, and I've not really used it much for videos, but I think it would work really cool. It's designed to do that too, as well as taking still photos, so I may look into that and maybe somehow getting a hold of a tripod so that I can do some of the other types of videos. I would also like to at some point be able to set up a corner to where I have a neutral background for showing items and doing reviews and that sort of thing. So that's another thing I'm going to work on. I just don't know where in the house that's going to be yet, or how I'm going to accomplish that, but I've kind of got some ideas for that too. So there again, that's something that will hopefully come later. So that's pretty much it for right now. Just wanted to show you this little bit of a build, and I'm going to kind of take on another kind of larger building. Probably will be what I'll do next again. So that will probably be coming, you know, within the foreseeable future here, maybe in another few days. So be on the lookout for that. And until then, be sure to like, comment appropriately, and subscribe.